Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naranisa binti Hussein and my metric number is S54965. Today I would like to present about bag cargo. In my part, I would like to talk about overview of system, characteristic, equipment and cargo itself. Firstly, for the overview of system, bag cargo means anything that is transported in a bag or sack, particularly if it is to be so later. The company also serves loading or unloading of winning cargo, such as rice, fertilizer and flour, as well as palletized cargo, such as plywood and ceramics. A bag cargo uses a mechanical supply and natural exhaust system. Bag cargo, if exposed to moisture damage, should never be stored in still in the cargo hold. Several types of damage or cargo must be placed between the cargo and steel. Next, we move to characteristic. The characteristic for bag cargo is bag sizes, where although it is common to use the size when filled by a particular product. Next is the shape of the bag. This is said because it is a convenience that can be stored, made into a sling, pallet, load and so on. Last is the jumbo bag. These bags are usually of woven polypropylene with a lifting sling into the bag. The size varies but may weigh several tons when it full. Now I want to tell about the bagging equipment. The onboard bagging equipment includes zip-back pack duplex net weight lifting machines, a pack cover line using the new long industrial bed cover line, and all transfer conveyors. The bagging equipment are sealed and sandbagging frames. Besides that, bulk bag radial stacker filling line the frame. It is specially designed for filling bulk bags move quickly and easily. Next, we have bag sealer CMAC, CMAC flattener, bag sewing and sealing, and the last is robotic palletizing. And my last part presenting cargo itself. It handle cargo on board. It needs to be considered very carefully. And these commodities are usually composed of steels, grains such as rice, corn, wheat and others. So that's all from me and continue with my partner.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Fatina Billah binti Zulkifli, metric number S55090. Today I will present a short preparation of cargo spaces and loading operation stage. The preparation starting from cleaning cargo space to provide a clean space for the cargo to be brought to its destination. The cargo commodity must be strong to withstand the pressure whether from inside or outside. Usually, these commodities are in form of fertilizer, corn, wheat, and many more. Each cargo has its own requirement to meet the minimum standard, and many things must be inspected before loading and unloading. The ship's crews always clean the storage area to prevent damaged cargo. Thus, damage claim can be avoided. Bag cargo should be stored at the end on the wing of the ship to prevent them from protruding above the battens and coming into contact with the metal on the hull lining. Do not allow the bag to overlap with stranger chain plate or similar obstruction on the handle because motion of the vessel can cut them off. Thank you.
The packing list is an extension of the commercial invoice as such it looks like a commercial invoice. The list is used by the shipper or forwarding agent to determine the total shipment weight and volume, whether the correct cargo is being shipped. Also, the custom official, both local and foreign, may use the list to check the cargo. The purpose of packing list is send this document to the receiver of the good or consignee. Certificate of origin is a document attesting that goods in a particular export shipment are fully obtained or produced or manufactured or processed in particular country, which is country of origin. This document contains information about the product, its destination, as well as the country of export. This certificate is required by many treaty agreements for cross-border trade. The CO is an important form because it can help determine whether certain goods are eligible for import or whether goods are subject to duties. Commercial invoice is a record or evidence of transactions between the exporter and the importer. It is similar to an ordinary sale invoice, except some entries specific to the export-import trade are added. This document is one of the most important documents when shipping your ocean freight. This is the invoice that is issued by the seller to the buyer in an international transaction and serves as a contract and a proof of sale between the buyers and seller. It is required in the custom clearance process. Bill of lading is document issued by carrier to a shipper of goods when received on board, which is it serves as a receipt for the goods, document of title of the good, and evidence of the contract of carriage. It is a receipt that signs by the carrier confirming whether goods matching the contract description have been received in good condition. The evidence that a valid contract of carriage or a chartering contract exists and it may incorporate the full term of the contract between the shipper and the carrier. Letter of credit is a document issued mostly by a financial institution, used primarily in trade finance, which usually provide an irrevocable payment undertaking. It used primarily in international trade transactions of significant value for deal between a supplier in one country and a customer in another. Additionally, it includes information such as the description as well as the quantity of goods, technically description and documentary requirement.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuliana binti Muhammad Alwi, and today I would like to talk about the Page Cargo Care, and any related information that we choose is cargo claim. Handling page cargo need careful precaution on board. To endure external pressure and compression, the material itself must be tough because the bed simply maintain the content in a single position and do not protect themselves from external harm. This kind of commodity can generally involve fertilizers, grain, rice, maize, wheat, and so on. To make sure the cargo base always in good condition or to prevent the cargo base from damage, we need to careful by the material, commodity, characteristic in handling, storage, and bleeding back. In the material, most frequent material used are single or multi-plastic, paper, polypropylene, silk, polyethylene liner, and plastic fiber. Bags, depend on material, may be sewn, glue, or sold. In the commodity must be durable enough to bear external pressure and compression. Fertilizer, grain, seed, fruits are exported big in a tiny amount. Specific feature. Size of the bag varies, however, is common. To select a size that can be handled easily by the wielder, roughly like 50 kg. The shape of a bag and the convenience of storage make a sling. A lot of pallet jute bags are normally flat, swayed by either and have no planar surface but can be produced by pressure during storage. If the substance is powder, it's more likely that the packet is consistent with external stress, such as weight on the top or pressure on the side. In handling, various big material and various goods are appropriately for various handling weight. Manufactured by Huber are most appropriately to sling the bag. Bioplastic might be difficult to make up in valid load. The multiplying bag cannot be hoisted securely without the ability to rupture the bags by the rope sling. In storage, bags should be covered against exposed wood and must the source running down but had either by mats having to develop. Certain commodities are subject to rotate a natural fiber bag, such as a certain chemical product. The sheet must also be sealed against any claim for contents low-slowing, efficient, stress, and quality back to ensure the loss are prevented. In the bleeding bag, in order to prevent the ship from rebaking charge, some commodities such as particular magna acetylchemical good should be subject to routine, and the loading letter with such cargo should be closed. Vessel must be protected against claim for loss of content due to inefficient bag of strength and quality. Ship also not take an letter of confession for the shipper, as the owner, not the shippers, would sue the recipient. In discharging, batch cargo sleeve should be not removed from wings and off. A weak side or empty package and bag should be thrown out, inspect, and delivered with the freight. Lastly, any related information. Any related information that we choose is cargo claim. A P&I club is a mutual insurance company which offers its members risk pooling information and representation. If a ship owner be called for security of its vessel being treated or detained, the ship owner must contact his P&I club immediately. Prompt and timely communication will make a significant contribution to effective defense and protect all possibility challenges for any compensation claim against a charterer or any third parties.